Hey y'all, it's Tia Cherie here. Welcome back to my channel, and this is week 4 on my series, How to Level Up Your Life in 6 Months or Less. And we are talking all about fitness and health. Now, obviously, we know 2023 is right around the corner, and we are all trying to get our bodies right, tight, all that good stuff. And this video is really going to basically let you know exactly how to do that. And it's not really going to be what you think it is. So if you guys are interested in some tips on how to get that physical in the best shape ever for 2023, make sure you guys keep watching and stay tuned. All right, so 2022 was a good year for me physically. Now, it did not start off that way. Your girl was not feeling in her best shape. And honestly, it is now the end of the year. I have lost about 30 pounds. My body feels amazing. I look amazing. I just feel so much better. And this has been such a beautiful journey for me. But there were a few things that I did that I didn't really realize I was doing until it was already happening. And I realized that it was one of the best things that I can do when it came to my fitness and mental health. Now, obviously, New Year is coming up and we are all interested in having the best bodies yet. Everybody we know is going to start a diet. We're all going to get back in the gym. We're going to cut out the sugar. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. That's always the goal for every year. And honestly, that has been my goal for the last couple of years. And it never really worked out the way that I planned it to. Except this year, I did things a little bit differently. And I realized that it has made all the difference and actually led me to actually losing weight. So this is what this video is going to be about. And I'm going to be giving you guys 4 tips on how to really get yourself in the best space, fitness and health-wise. So tip number 1 for getting your fitness right for 2023 is going to be your morning routine. The way that you start your day is going to have the biggest impact on how your day is going to go. Point blank period. If you have a crappy day, 9 times out of 10, everything for the rest of the day is going to follow suit with that same energy. So making sure that your morning is starting off to give you the best stepping stone for the day is super, super important. And for me personally, if you would have told me a couple years ago that I would be waking up at, 5, 6 in the morning, going to somebody's gym multiple days a week and working out, blah, 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 I would have called you crazy. But now, literally, if I do not do it, I feel like crap. So one of the things that actually kind of changed for me when it came to my morning routine is getting up and physically working out, right? So my first tip would be setting up a morning routine that is going to allow you to get up and move your body, whatever that may be for you, whether it means going for a walk, whether it means going to the gym, 30-minute workout, 45-minute workout, whether that means doing some yoga, some stretching, whatever it is, just move your body. Now, depending on what your goals are, would depend on what you do, right? So for instance, my goal this year was to lose weight. So I knew that I had to get more active. I was always in the gym, but I really wasn't doing enough. So then I started strength training. Then I started, less cardio, more strength. Then I started to switch up things that I do. So now I also take Pilates and just different things like that. But this all starts from just having the mindset in the morning that I am going to get up and be active. This has allowed me to have tremendous results in other areas of my life because my morning just starts off in a good space, which allows that to then trickle into everything else. And I'm just in a good mood and I have more energy. So it is great stepping stone for you to start your day off good so that you can have more good days. Tip number 2 in getting your health and fitness together for 2023 is learn to start working out more for your goals as opposed to weight loss. And what I mean by that is we all want to lose weight, right? We all have a couple of pounds that we may want to lose. Some of us even want to gain. Good for you, honey. But for the most part, we are looking to lose weight. And a lot of people are working out strictly for that purpose. But what I will say is when you attach that end goal or take away that end goal as far as, I need to lose 10 pounds. when you are just focused on the scale and what it is that you're seeing on the scale, it does not really help you to recognize all the progress that you are making. So one of the things that I decided to do this year for myself on my weight loss journey was stop weighing myself. Like, there's no reason why I'm weighing myself every Monday. Like, I don't care what the app told me to do. I'm just not doing it, because I started to see actual changes within my body that let me know what I was doing was working. So then it wasn't a goal to work out to lose weight. It was a goal to just work out to keep looking how I was looking, to keep feeling good, to keep having the energy. So I feel like we get so wrapped up in, working out, not really seeing the scale move, not seeing the progress we want to see or think we should see within a certain amount of time frame. And I think if you shift your thinking when it comes to your fitness, as far as just working out to be healthy, just working out to get yourself in a space where you feel like you look good, because there's been times where I've weighed myself and my weight was pretty much the same as it was before, but my body looked totally different and I liked it so much more. So that's when I really realized that it was not the number on the scale that I was worried about, it was how I physically looked. And that has been so important and so positive in my fitness journey, which has allowed me to just keep pushing. Stop working for the goal of losing 10 pounds. Work for the goal of loving the way your jeans are fitting now, loving the way the shirt looks on you, trying to get back into that old dress that you couldn't fit. Work towards that. And once you're able to get those things accomplished, it will be a much more fulfilling process instead of something that's dreadful. And tip number 3 for getting that fitness in order for 2023 is going to be consistency. I know we hate that word. I know it is a dreadful thing to think about, but consistency is so important to getting your goals accomplished. Point blank period. You cannot just keep putting things down and picking them up and putting them down and picking them up and just expecting things to continue to grow that way. It is just not going to happen. So one of the things that I actually really started to implement this year was consistency in showing up for myself, right? So especially when it came to like my fitness, I had started the year originally doing the 75-day hard, or actually I did 75-day soft challenge. You might have seen it like going around on TikTok, where basically it was working out 75 days for the year straight, right? With like one rest day. And I started off doing that challenge, and then before I knew it, it was just like, okay, here's day 100, here's day 150, here's day 200, so on and so forth. And just building up that momentum as far as consistently telling myself, like, you have to work out today, right? Now, again, every day wasn't the same workout. Every day it did not have to be, some big hour-long gym session where I'm like pumping iron and doing all this. No, some days it was just a literal walk on the treadmill to get my body moving and get me in the flow of things. But one thing I realized with that challenge in itself was the act of working out and the act of physically wanting to keep myself in that space physically is what kept me going and is what really helped me to get the results. So one of the other things with that challenge was drinking more water, right? So I really wasn't that much of a water drinker. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'll drink, juice, or I won't drink anything at all. So I really had to kind of like force myself to do that. But what I realized is when I set that goal for myself for that challenge, it wasn't necessarily the challenge. It wasn't even necessarily what was going to happen at the end of it. It was more so the challenge of me staying consistent for that 75 days. And once I actually started to do it and the days started to, pass and pass and pass, and it just got easier and easier and easier, I felt crazy on a day where I even second guessed doing it. And one thing about consistency that I've realized is that it's a personal thing, right? Like, Every day is not going to look the same, but every day, if you do something, even the smallest step towards whatever the goal is, you're going to feel so much better, and you have a way higher chance of actually attaining what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So in 2023, if you don't do anything, try to be consistent with your goals. Every day is not going to be perfect. You're not going to knock it out the park every day, but the more that you can put the thought, the effort, and the will behind staying consistent, the more that you will see the fruits of your labor as they come about. And lastly, tip number 4 for getting into the best shape ever for 2023 is going to be taking your fitness goals and looking at them in the realm of helping your mental health. And what I mean by that is I've learned this year especially that my fitness, my activity, moving my body, working out, all of that is directly correlated to how I feel mentally and emotionally. When I miss a day at the gym, I'm sluggish, I'm tired, I'm probably not in the greatest mood, I'm just blah. But when I get my behind up and go to the gym, I feel great. Now, obviously, every day is not like perfect, and this isn't the cure all, but more often than not, I have found that with myself, working out is something that mentally just makes me feel so good. Now, I personally suffer from depression, diagnosed, and also seasonal depression is a very, very big thing for me. And when I originally, again, started like my working out challenge and like all of that stuff, it was January, which is typically when seasonal depression is at an all-time high. We're in the middle of winter. I live in New York. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's cold, it's gross. It's never a good time for me. And part of me working out this year was, again, for my body, but also for my mental health. I had been taking, some medication in regards to my depression, and I just did not want to do that anymore. I wanted to find a natural way to kind of like help me feel better and kind of get me out of the funk I'm normally in during this time of year. So when I kind of shifted the fitness and like health goals to a way, instead of just working on my body as far as like my physical appearance, I wanted to work on my mental. And once I really started to see the benefits of that, it helped me so much more with staying consistent, right? So now, for instance, I know that I need to work out in the morning to have that burst of energy. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I need like those natural endorphins, that energy. And I also realized that the same thing that my medication was doing as far as giving me that boost of energy or adrenaline or whatever the case is, I can get that naturally. And that was something that was really important to me. And honestly, my medication was making me fatter, to be quite frank. And that was pissing me off because it was supposed to be something that was helping me, but then it was having this side effect that was making me not like myself and not like how I looked and not like how I felt. So it was counterproductive to what the hell it is that I was trying to do. So once I decided that no more of that, we're going to try to figure this out another way. And I just started to use, my workouts and like being active, the foods that I ate, trying to eat less sugar because I have a crazy sweet tooth. So trying to like eat less sugar and more healthy things and like having smoothies and this and that, like just having a different outlook on the health and fitness aspect from not just a vanity standpoint of my body and how I looked, but my mental standpoint and how it made me feel to work out and to be active. And I think if you are in a space, especially where it's winter time right now, a lot of us are probably having, seasonal depression flare-ups. I honestly this year have not dealt with it, and I'm so grateful for that. And, knock on wood, I hope it does not come. But I think now that I've really changed my fitness goals to not be just for my body, but also for my mind, it has helped me tremendously reach the goals, number one, and feel so good doing so. So I really would like for you, if you are are struggling or do struggle with seasonal depression, let me know down below in the comments, because there are a couple of other things where I can kind of discuss in regards to how I'm kind of been able to beat this. And if you would like to know, I would love to share. So just let me know down in the comments below, and I can give you guys some more tips on that as well. And that is it for this week's video on my 4 tips on how to level up your fitness and health goals for 2023. 2023 is literally right around the corner. It is next week, and I know a lot of us are looking forward to the new year, the new body, the new you, the new me, all of that good stuff, and I am definitely wishing you guys success in that. I do hope that this video was helpful to you, and if 2022 wasn't your best year, physically or, health-wise, I really pray that 2023 is better for you, and that you can incorporate some of these tips to make it just a little bit more stressless than it might have been for you this year. I know that when we set a goal to lose, 20 pounds, and we keep hopping on the scale and it doesn't seem to move, it can definitely deter us from continuing to move forward. But I really would like to help you try to change your mindset this year when you think about your fitness goals, in a way where you are just creating the habit of being healthier, creating the habit of feeling better, creating the habit of just living a better lifestyle, because the weight loss will come. The body that you're hoping for will come if you incorporate these other things first that allow you to stay consistent with your goals and allow you to kind of just keep pushing forward when you're not necessarily seeing the result that you want. A lot of fitness and health goals in general, we have to learn to love the progress, right? We have to learn to love the process, because we're not always going to get exactly what it is that we're looking for in the time frame that we're looking for it in. So I really hope that 2023, have grace with yourself, work hard, but also give yourself some ease, and just realize that if you are doing everything it is that you can be doing, then you're doing just enough and you're doing a great job. And 2023 will be a great year for you. Start to fall in love with the process. Start to fall in love with your body, however it is now. Overall, I hope that 2023 is a great year for you guys. I hope that this little series has helped you just kind of put some things in perspective for the new year to come. I definitely plan on giving out more content this year around self-development, mindsets, just everything that I've really grown to love this year. And I really hope that I can help provide you guys with information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff on how to just be in a better space. Now, with that being said, I hope that everyone has a great holiday, and I will see you guys in the new year. And if you like this video, please make sure to leave a comment below, hit that like button, comment below with some of your New Year's resolutions or plans, especially when it comes to your fitness goals, because I would love to hear them, and I'm going to be holding you accountable, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the new year. Peace.